been Mike Kirk, the Sports Information Director at Central Oklahoma, and one of the big people here in Division II wrestling. You do the rankings, so obviously you keep a real close eye on what's going on here. Talk a little thought about this tournament this year and how it's going, and just your overall assessment of the championships.
I think it's been a great event so far, Gary. Colorado State Pueblo's done a great job hosting this event, and there's been a lot of great wrestling. A lot of upsets yesterday. Some guys went down that I really didn't expect to go down from around the country, and especially some from my own school included. But there were some #1 guys that we had up in the rankings that lost 2 in a row. Actually, got knocked out of the tournament yesterday. So I think a lot of balance in Division II this year. Although Nebraska Kearney's kind of separated themselves a little bit in the field at this point, I think there's been a lot of balance in Division II this year, and particularly in this tournament. Obviously St. Cloud came in ranked #1, undefeated in duels. Went 21-0. But Nebraska Kearney's had a great tournament, taking the lead, and it's been a great event so far.
Let's talk a little bit about this tournament. They don't use seeds. It's an automatic draw based on performance at the qualifier, correct? I mean, so your rankings, you got kids that have seeds running into each other in earlier rounds than might happen at the D1 tournament, per se.
Right.
I mean, does that make this a little bit crazier earlier on? I mean, looks like the intensity's high from round 1.
I think it does. We went away from that several years ago where you seed at the regional, and then we have a draw. Like a winner of one regional will beat the 4th place guy in another regional in the first round. That's how the bracket's set. So it separates the 4 regional champions, but there is no national seeding. So there will be some places where you have highly ranked guys meet in the first round or the quarterfinals. I think yesterday, one round we had a 3 go against a 5, and a 1 against a 3, and then a couple of instances we had in the quarterfinals, a 2 and a 3 going off. So there were some intense matches, like you said, some head-to-head guys going at it in the early rounds. And today, even in the semifinals, it'll be even more so. Like at 57, the #1 and 2 ranked guys will go at it in the semifinals. Hepburn, Kearney, and the Parkside kid. So it sets up some interesting matchups early on for sure. But like I said, it makes that intensity level. You got to be ready to go from the opening whistle for sure.
Now you've been around Division II wrestling for a while. Spent a lot of time at these events. What's the state of D2 wrestling? I know there's new colleges that have been joined in. Looks like there's different parts of the country that are now participating as far as colleges. What do you think the tournament is as strong as it's ever been? Is it getting more exciting with all these new people?
I think so, Gary. It's growing, leaps and bounds. Actually, it seems like. At one point we were down to less than 40 schools, and we're adding right now. We're like 48, and we got 4 more in next year, and 2 the year after, and 1 the year after that. So by 2014 we'll have 55 schools. I anticipate we'll get some more as the years go on. And it has, we are pretty spread out. That is one thing about Division II. We go from San Francisco State to American International, in Massachusetts, and everywhere in between. So we're spread out, which creates some challenges with our regional makeups. And sometimes, our schools don't get to see a lot of each other during the regular season. But Division II is strong and getting stronger, I feel. And our elite, can compete with I think any level. And I think that's always been the case, but certainly I think we're continuing to grow, and we hope we'll keep doing that.
But with the new teams, there come in some different coaches, and are you seeing that not only the caliber of wrestlers going up, but the quality of the coaches and the coaching staffs in regards to being able to build new teams here?
Oh, I don't think there's any question about that. Division II has a great old guard, if you will. I'll include my own coach in there, David James. He's been around 30 years.
Yeah, legend and awesome coach.
Legend in his own mind, as I like to say. Pat Pecora, Pittsburgh, Johnstown. Won his 500th duel this year. Lars Jensen out at San Francisco State. We have some great coaches that have been around a long time, and we're getting some younger blood in there. Some guys that are up and comers, if you will, and are doing a great job. Ouachita Baptist started their program just a couple of years ago, and Kevin Ward done a great job with that program. He's got 3 or 4 qualifiers here, and I think he's got 2 or 3 All-Americans. It's a second-year program, which is going to help him build that program. And there are others in the same boat that are building their programs quickly, and these young coaches are doing a great job, no question.
So how's Central Oklahoma looking for today? Look, 5th coming in. We got some kids that you think are going to make some impact now that they're all the All-Americans climbing the ladder to getting some high placements for Coach James?
Well, we took a big hit yesterday, Gary. We came in with 9 qualifiers, which is the most of any team, but we had a good first round. We won 6 of those, but then we took it on the chin last night. We've only got 3 guys still alive, 2 in the semis and 1 in the consolation. So, obviously got to move those 2 guys in the semifinals on. Kai Corley, 149, and Tanner Keck, 184, and keep our 41-pounder, Casey Rao, moving forward. See if we can kind of stay in there, because right now it looks like Kearney, like I said, is starting to separate themselves a little bit, but then there's like 15 teams within 15 points of each other.
Yeah, right.
So,
those trophies are going to be hard to come by.
Exactly. So it's going to be who knows what could happen with Kearney. They could stub their toe, but there's a lot of wrestling left to go, and as everyone does, a lot of points are scored in that consolation round. Coming through the back door, you can score a lot of points, and you can lose a lot of points. So it'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great round.
Well, outstanding, Mike Kirk. Appreciate your time and great job with the rankings. It's real important to wrestling, and that people know who's out there and what's going on. So
great. Thank
really
you, Gary.
appreciate it, Mike.
Appreciate it.